Hello everyone, myself Dr. S. Mohamed Nazeer. This class I am going to teach you international economics. In international economics, terms of trade and the gains from international trade. The gains from international trade depend upon the terms of trade, which refers the ratio of export prices to import prices. I repeat, the gains from international trade depend upon terms of trade, which refers to the ratio of export prices to import prices. Let's see the meaning of terms of trade. It is the rate at which the goods of one country are exchanged for goods of another country. Okay, it is the rate at which the goods of one country are exchanged for goods of another country. It is expressed as the relation between export prices and import prices. Terms of trade improves when average price of exports is higher than the average price of imports. So when export is higher, the benefit is higher. Okay, let's see the types of terms of trade. The different concepts of terms of trade were classified by Gerald M. Mayer in the following three categories. There are three types of terms of trade. Net barter terms of trade, gross barter terms of trade, income terms of trade. Let's see one by one. This type was developed by Taussig in 1927. Net barter terms of trade. The ratio between the prices of exports and of import is called net barter terms of trade. It is named by Weiner as the commodity terms of trade. Look here, the terms of trade. Okay, TN is equals to PX. PX is nothing but price of export divided by price of import into 100, where TN is equals to net barter terms of trade, PX is index number of export prices, PM is index number of import prices. This is used to measure the gain from international trade. If TN is greater than 100, then it is a favorable terms of trade, which will mean that for a rupee of export, more of imports can be received by the country. So, if the terms of trade, net barter terms of trade, okay, TN is greater than 100, then it is favorable terms of trade, okay, which will mean that for a rupee of export, more of import can be received by the country. Let's see gross barter terms of trade. This was developed by Taussig in 1927 as an improvement over the net terms of trade. It is an index of relationship between total physical quality of imports and the total physical quality of export. Look here, where TG is the gross barter terms of trade. QM is the index of import quantities. QX is the index of export quantities. If for a given quantity of exports, more quantity of import can be consumed by a country, then one can say that terms of trade are favorable. Okay, I repeat, if for a given quantity of exports, more quantity of import can be consumed by the country, then one can say that terms of trade are favorable. Let's see income terms of trade. The income terms of trade was given by G.S. Dorrance in 1948. It is the index of the value of exports divided by the price index for imports multiplied by quantity index of exports. In other words, It is a net barter system of trade of a country multiplied by its exports volume index. Look here, where, okay, T Y is the income terms of trade. PX, the PX is the price index of exports, PM is the price index of imports, is multiplied by quantity index of exports. Let's see the single factorial terms of trade. Weiner has devised another concept called the single factorial terms of trade as an improvement upon the commodity terms of trade. It represents the ratio of export price index to the import price index adjusted for changes in the productivity of a country's factor in the production of exports. Okay, see, this is the thing. So, TF, if the single factorial terms of trade. Okay, the FX, this FX stands for productivity in export, which is measured as the index of cost in terms of quantity of factors of production used per unit of export. Okay, let's see the double factorial terms of trade. Okay, this is the double factorial terms of trade. Weiner constructed another index called double factorial terms of trade. It is expressed as, look here, this is the terms of trade, which takes into account the productivity of country's export as well as productivity of foreign factors. So here the FM represents the import index, which is measured as the index of cost in terms of quantity of factors of production employed per unit of imports. Let's see gains from international trade. International trade helps a country to export its surplus goods to other countries and secure a better market for it. Similarly, international trade helps a country to import the goods which cannot be produced at all or can produce at a higher cost. The gains from international trade may be categorized under 4 heads. Let's see one by one. Number 1, efficient production. International trade enables each participatory country to specialize in the production of goods in which it has absolute or comparative advantages. International specialization offers the following gains: better utilization of resources, concentration in the production of goods in which it has comparative advantage, saving in time, perfection of skills in production, improvement in technique of production, increased production, higher standard of living in the trading countries. Okay, this all comes under efficient production. The second gain from international trade is equalization of prices between countries. Equalization of prices between countries. International trade may be helped to equalize price in the all trading countries. Prices of goods are equalized between countries. However, in reality it has not happened. The difference in only with regard to cost of transportation. The prices of factors of production are also equalized. However, in reality, it has not happened. So this is the second gain from international trade is equalization of prices between countries. The third gain, equitable distribution of scarce materials. International trade may help the trading country to have equitable distribution of scarce resources. Fourth gain of international trade, gender advantages of international trade, availability of variety of goods for consumption, and generation of more employment opportunities, industrialization of backward nations, improvement in relation among countries, division of labor and specialization, expansion of transport facilities. These are the general advantages of international trade. Okay, in this class we see the terms of trade and its different types, and then we see the gains from international trade. Thank you.